7, 8, and 9, we are trying to rewrite these as compound inequalities. We're going to put the variable in the middle, and we want the x or whatever variable we're working with to be between our two numbers. When you do that, both your signs end up either being both less than or both greater than, depending on if you're going from smallest to largest or largest to smallest. Might have the equal to underneath. But what I'm going to do is first just translate them separately. Negative 8 is less than x. And 4 is greater than or equal to x. So what I want to have happen is for my x's both to be in the middle. I'm going to leave this one in the order it's in because the x is in the inside, but this one I'm going to flip the other way around. If 4 is greater than or equal to x, then x has to be less than or equal to 4. Now I'm just going to smush those two statements together. Negative 8 is less than x, which is less than or equal to 4. Notice I'm going from smallest to largest, so both of my symbols point to the left. They're both less than or equal to. If I look at number 8, translating them each separately, 3 is greater than b. 3 is greater than b. And negative 8 is less than or equal to b. So again on this one, if I put my b's both in the middle, I'm going to flip that second one around. If negative 8 is less than or equal to b, then b is greater than or equal to negative 8. And if I rewrite that, 3 is greater than b, which is greater than or equal to negative 8. Notice on this one I went from biggest to smallest, so I have greater than symbols in there. But they should always both end up pointing in the same direction. If you've got one going one way and one going the other way, it's not possible for the x to be in the middle. So they both have to end up pointing in the same direction. So number 9. V is greater than negative 1. Or no, that's a y. My squiggle obvious looks like it cuts things off on the bottom. Y is greater than negative 1 and less than 8, meaning y is less than 8, right? Y is greater than negative 1 and y is less than 8. So in this case, which one of those two things should I flip around? Which one? This first one, yep, with negative 1, because I want to start with the number, right? So 1 is going to be less than, or negative 1 is going to be less than y if y is greater than negative 1. Now my y's are both in the middle. I can put my two expressions together. Negative 1 is less than y, which is less than 8. And there's my compound inequality.